So I want to bring y'all this video on Morant and talk about his trip to the Dominican Republic and also give y'all an update on what he currently got going on. So if y'all are not informed, just recently throughout this past weekend, Morant arrived to the Dominican Republic with some family and friends for vacation after being spotted entering a building once they landed off their plane. You can see a video that someone recorded that night once they arrived, walking towards the door and also being led to their vehicle through the building with security. So after seeing the video of them arriving to the Dominican Republic, you can see that Ja brought his dad T Morant with him as well as Devontae Pack, which is not surprising because they be with him everywhere he goes. And we all know Ja and Devontae are currently dealing with their court cases involving with Joshua Holloway. Devontae was just arrested not too long ago while being charged with a misdemeanor assault, which he already bonded out and also had his first court hearing. So his next hearing will be on August the 25th, and for Ja has not been charged in this case due to the fact that he is acting in self-defense, which his lawyers have argued in court that he should be immune from liability under Tennessee's Stand Your Ground law that basically allows those who feel threatened at their homes to act with force in certain situations. And on top of that, Ja also filed a countersuit accusing Joshua of slander, battery, and assault, which will continue in court as well in October. So as you can see, this is still an active case just because everything is not resolved yet, including multiple people such as Ja Morant's parents being deposed in the course of the civil case, but Ja has not been deposed himself. So the case is now currently paused due to Ja Morant's attorneys preparing to move forward with their argument dealing with the Tennessee Stand Your Ground law on October the 12th. So meanwhile, it's not surprising to see Ja on vacation at the Dominican Republic with his family and friends because they got a lot going on in the States. So they clearly just trying to get away from all the drama and just do their own thing, which I don't blame them at all. Throughout this past weekend, you can see a video of Ja walking into the club, which was in Punta Cana, while getting lit and also throwing money at the crowd with Devontae right beside him. And his dad was also there with him as well. Ja's dad, T Morant, has been spotted clubbing with his son multiple times. The last time T was spotted at a club with his son Ja is when they all went to Atlanta back in May for a weekend to see Nia compete in the Overtime Queen of the Court Challenge. So right after they left the Overtime Elite event, Ja and his crew all decided to pull up to Traffic, which is a club in the city. And once they all arrived, you can see Ja wearing a red Celine hoodie at first, but then later gave it to his pops. Then during the party, you could then see T Morant looking up at Ja, smiling while he was on stage performing to Youngboy. Since it's currently the off season, they're going to have fun of course, but still make sure they get that work in. That's why you will see a video of Ja leaving the gym while a fan was recording him, because he's going to get his workout in regardless, even though he still has to serve a 25-game suspension next season due to him showing off his firearm on Instagram Live for the second time, which was a dumb decision in my opinion. Ja Morant definitely could have prevented this second suspension if Devontae didn't show him on his live, because ever since Ja got in trouble the first time back in March, he has barely been getting on social media ever since then. You probably see him tweet then and there, but Ja Morant stopped posting on his Instagram for the most part. So he honestly would have not got in trouble again if his friend Devontae Pack didn't put him in that situation. And they both are also still dealing with this case with Joshua Holloway. So it is very interesting to see how they was just on vacation together with all this stuff going on in the news. Of course, we don't know everything that's going on behind the scenes with Ja Morant's relationship, dealing with his family and friends, but honestly, in my opinion, there is no way he ended up losing $40 million in 1 year due to him not making no All-NBA teams. Because the crazy thing is that Ja knew exactly how important this past season was, as in him receiving a bonus at the end of the season if he ends up making an All-NBA team. But the thing is, he ended up getting in the most trouble this year by getting suspensions instead of max bonuses, including losing in the first round in the playoffs. When you think about it, every time Ja Morant got in trouble lately, Devontae Pack was with him, and now he's on vacation with him as well. So even though Ja got in trouble with the league twice, he still has to deal with these suspensions next season. I honestly really feel like Ja still has the same mindset off the court. It just he is now trying to stay more low-key, knowing that everyone is watching. At the end of the day, Ja Morant is only 23 years old, about to turn 24, while being a franchise player for the Memphis Grizzlies. So he is still very young and has some time to get himself together. Y'all just have to stay out of trouble and also don't make a third mistake when it definitely comes to showing off his firearm. The NBA has been really lenient on him, and I hope he don't take their kindness for granted, because you know Adam Silver will put the hammer on him if he messes up again. So he has to be extremely careful even when he go to clubs out of the country, because he has to try his absolute hardest to avoid any conflict that will possibly make the headlines to make him look bad. It already sucks that he has to start off his next season sitting out for 25 games, because most likely he won't come back until December, and on top of that, he probably won't become a 3-time All-Star next year due to playing limited games. So there are some effects to his suspension, including losing more money next season for not being able to play. So he already lost $40 million this summer, and that amount is going to continue to add up until his suspension is over. So when you do the math, how much money do y'all think Ja Morant lost throughout this year? Leave your comments and opinions below. I just wanted to bring y'all another update on Ja Morant. If you have not seen my last video I made, that is titled "He Got Arrested for Ja Morant," make sure you go check it out, because I literally broke down the entire case and explained on why they decided to issue a warrant for Devontae Pack, which led him to get arrested and also has to go to court again, including explaining Ja Morant's countersuit towards Joshua Holloway, basically accusing him of causing Ja pain and also putting him at risk to lose millions of dollars. Make sure y'all stay tuned, because I'm definitely going to keep everyone updated on what's going on with their civil case. Right now, everything is on pause, so that's why you will see Ja Morant and his peers on vacation in the Dominican Republic. And there's already many articles coming out talking about Ja Morant being at the club throwing money once again. So of course this news is eventually going to go mainstream, because everyone is now starting to find out. And to remind y'all, Ja Morant's last statement he made after he got suspended, he said himself that he's going to be spending his offseason in suspension, continuing to work on his mental health and decision making, and also going to be training so he'll be ready to get back on the court. So leave your comments and opinions below on how you feel about this. I thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you like, subscribe. Make sure you press the notification bell. T-Game, we out.
Exactly. I mean, y'all know what we doing.